of people.
Oh, okay.
We've kind of split.
Let me just get this rolling. Okay, Dave, I've got my tape rolling now. So again, if you wouldn't mind identifying yourself and your title.
Dave Schmidt, SCHMITT, Public Information Officer, working with the Lolo Peak Fire Organization.
All right, I understand we had quite a bit of movement with the Lolo Peak Fire overnight and this morning. What happened?
Well, they were doing some burn operations along the east side up by McIntosh Manor area, and they burned down from the ski hill, came down the fire line that they constructed, and then worked north along the fire line and up into the Mormon Creek area. Burned quite a few acres there. Unfortunately, some of the fire did cross the line to the east and got into the areas around structures, and they are doing a structure assessment this morning to identify if we lost any structures or what happened there.
Now, do you happen to know if these were homes or outbuildings, or do we know?
I do not know until I get done with their structures assessment, and whether it's an outbuilding or residences, we don't really know. I should expect to get that fairly quickly. I've been working on it this morning, but I've not seen the report yet.
How many acres has the fire grown since yesterday?
Well, yesterday was 15,000 something, and today it's 18,000, almost 19,000. So 3,000 to 4,000 acres.
Where is the main growth of the fire?
It was on that long finger that came out a couple days ago, extended itself even more, and then, of course, the burnout that we did added some. There were also a little bit of extensions over on the west side, but primarily it was over on the east side with our burnout and extending of that finger.
Now, have there been any additional mandatory evacuations in the last 12 hours?
No, not in the last 12 hours. They did extend the mandatory or the evacuation orders down to the
Tie-Chute, yeah.
Tie-Chute, yeah. They extended evacuation down to Tie-Chute Road, and south of Tie-Chute, all the areas are in warnings. But since that one, they have not changed anything.
Okay. All right. Has anybody been injured?
Not since the one firefighter early on several weeks ago that was killed. I've not heard of any injuries.
Okay. And how many firefighters are on scene? And tell me a little bit about the response as far as aerial goes.
Aerial, we've got 4 heavy helicopters and 2 lights working the fire. They're doing a lot of bucket work, just cooling the fire where it kicks up into hot spots, with the objective of having the fire move across the area slowly. As far as personnel looking for structures, total personnel 603. We did get 2 additional hotshot crews in yesterday and several more engines, and those engines were employed in the burnout operations last night, and the hand crews are doing the same last night and today.
No, I have had several calls from folks while I've been on the air earlier this morning, asking how close the fire has come to some of the communities like Stevensville and Florence, things like that. Is it still quite a bit far away from those communities?
Yeah, it's quite a ways from Florence. It's still probably 3-4 miles. Of course, Stevensville quite a way south from that. So Florence is probably the closest one, and that's still 4 miles away.
Okay, all right. Now, do you have an estimate on the cost of fighting this fire so far? Just a ballpark.
I do not have that figure.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I'm looking. I don't have that figure. I've not seen a report this morning. But so we have 209. No, I don't have that figure for you. I need to call you back.
All right. Is there anything else that you can share with us that our listeners need to know about maybe road closures or just being safe and not going and rubbernecking, stuff like that?
Yeah, well, we certainly would encourage people to not stop. There's a pilot car working on Highway 12 with the instructions you don't stop through the fire area. We'd encourage folks to do that same thing on 93. Anytime you stop along the highway, especially with the speed limit being what it is, the traffic being what it is, you're putting yourself at risk, and it's not worth it for just a view of smoke. So we encourage you not to do that. We don't foresee any additional road closures or restrictions